two nuclear giants on the brink. India and Pakistan locked in a tense standoff that could ignite World War III. If war breaks out, who will dominate? Who's got the firepower to win? And which global powers will jump into the fray? Buckle up, because we're breaking it all down in the next 20 minutes. Don't look away. This is a showdown you need to understand. Welcome to the channel, folks. We're diving into the ultimate face-off. India versus Pakistan. A rivalry that's got the world holding its breath. These two nuclear-armed nations are no strangers to conflict. And with tensions simmering over Kashmir, one spark could set off a firestorm. Tonight, we're exposing their military might, their deadliest weapons, and the global players who could tip the scales. Stay locked in. This is going to be intense. First up, let's talk about India, the juggernaut of South Asia. According to the 2025 Global Firepower Index, India's military is the fourth most powerful on the planet. They've got 1.455 million battle-ready troops, backed by 1.155 million reservists ready to roll. Their war chest? A colossal $81 billion defense budget that's turning heads worldwide. Ground forces. India's got 4,201 tanks, 148,594 armored vehicles, and 9,743 artillery guns ready to pound the battlefield. Air Force. Their skies are guarded by 2,229 aircraft, including 513 fighter jets like the cutting-edge Rafale and homegrown Tejas, plus 80 attack helicopters that can rain destruction. Navy. India's ruling the waves with two aircraft carriers, INS Vikramaditya and Vikrant, 16 submarines, and 11 destroyers. Nuclear arsenal. Here's the game changer. India's packing around 172 nuclear warheads, with the Agni 5 missile capable of striking targets 5,000 miles away. India's not just a military machine, it's got the economic muscle to keep fighting longer and harder. This is a force that demands respect. Now, let's pivot to Pakistan, the underdog with a deadly bite. Ranked 12th globally, Pakistan's military is lean but mean, with 654,000 active troops and 550,000 reservists. Their defense budget? A modest $10 billion. But don't let that fool you. They're armed to the teeth. Ground forces. Pakistan fields 2,627 tanks, 17,516 armored vehicles, and 4,619 artillery pieces ready to hold the line. Air Force. They've got 1,399 aircraft, including 328 fighter jets, like the F-16 and JF-17 Thunder, battle-tested and lethal. Add 57 attack helicopters to the mix. Navy. No aircraft carriers, but Pakistan's got 8 submarines and 10 frigates prowling the seas. Nuclear arsenal. Pakistan's trump card? Around 170 nuclear warheads, backed by Shaheen-2 missiles that can hit deep into enemy territory. Pakistan's strategy is all about defense, with nuclear weapons as their ultimate deterrent. They're small but scrappy, and they don't back down. Here's the question burning up the airwaves. If India and Pakistan go head-to-head, who's walking away the victor? Let's break it down. Short-term clash, 1 to 2 weeks. Pakistan's got the grit to fight back, using F-16s and defensive tactics to slow India down. But India's sheer numbers, more troops, more tanks, more jets, could overwhelm them fast. Long-term war. This is where India pulls ahead. Their massive economy and endless resources can fuel a war for months. Pakistan? They've got just 15 days of oil reserves and a smaller budget. Time's not on their side. Nuclear nightmare. Both sides have nukes, and that's the terrifying X factor. India's no first-use policy gives them a moral edge, but Pakistan's ready to push the button if backed into a corner. If nukes fly, it's game over. Millions dead, economies in ruins, and a global crisis nobody wants. The verdict? Experts say India's firepower and staying power give them the upper hand, especially in a drawn-out conflict. But Pakistan's nukes and fierce resolve make them a wild card you can't ignore. This is a clash where nobody truly wins. No war happens in a vacuum, folks. Let's talk about the heavy hitters who could jump into this conflict. India's backers, United States. America's got India's back, with a growing alliance that could mean advanced weapons, intel, and maybe even boots on the ground. Russia. Moscow's been India's arms dealer for decades, supplying game-changers like the S-400 missile system. France and Israel. France is hooking India up with Rafale jets, while Israel's delivering drones and missile tech to keep India ahead. Others, the Quad, Australia, Japan, and the US, could rally behind India, sending a message to the world. Pakistan's allies, China. Beijing's Pakistan's biggest partner, pumping in JF-17 jets, drones, and billions in cash to keep them in the fight. Turkey. Ankara's supplying drones and tech, giving Pakistan an edge in modern warfare. Others, Saudi Arabia and the UAE, could bankroll Pakistan with cash and diplomatic muscle. The US and China are the wild cards here. They'll likely stay on the sidelines, pushing for peace to avoid a global meltdown. But if push comes to shove, their support could change everything. So, where does this leave us? India's got the firepower, the money, and the allies to dominate a conventional war. Pakistan's got the nukes and the grit to make any victory costly. But let's be real. A nuclear war would be a catastrophe, not just for these two nations, but for the entire world. The US, Russia, and China all have a stake in keeping this powder keg from exploding. War might make headlines, but peace is what this region needs. Diplomacy, not destruction, is the only way forward. What's your take, America? India or Pakistan? Who's got the edge in this epic showdown? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get this debate fired up. If you're shocked by what you just heard, smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more hard-hitting breakdowns. We're just getting started. See you in the next one.